Hey everyone, my name is theSirhc and welcome back to another episode of the Colonies. Let's go for a dive. Go for a little swim. Oh, this is awesome. Let's check this out. We're swimming. We're actually swimming. We can dive down, go super fast. Look at the fish. There's cod swimming around. Oh, we need to get up. Oh, I'm gonna drown. No, everything's fine. All right. Yes, we are in the new aquatic update. Basically, we've gotten 2 snapshots so far that have added some of the new ocean changes. Oh, there's a creeper guarding the boat. Potato, come on! You're supposed to keep our land safe, our shore safe. There we go. All right. Yeah, we got a lot of new content in the last couple of weeks, and I finally got the colonies updated, and we're going to check out some of this stuff today. So first off, as you saw, they have changed how moving in the water works. We can still just kind of swim along like this. If you just kind of go in the water and press forward, this is what you'll do. And you'll still sink, although I think you sink much slower than you used to. But if you want to actually swim, you just hold control and you'll start swimming. You'll start diving around. You can go super fast. You can get down really fast. You can get up really fast. You do need to be careful though, because it's a little bit harder to catch your breath, basically. And the reason for that is your bubbles, as you see. Let's get our bubbles down, get our breath down. When we surface, they don't instantly pop up to full. They slowly pop up. And so the old tricks of using a torch, let's find a nice 2-block space. Maybe we'll go in normal view. Using a torch, you can still get air from it. But since you don't get your bubbles instantly, you have to basically like sit here. Actually, this isn't even working. It's not working at all. I think I've had it work before, or I did have it working at one point. Maybe that was during the last snapshot. Right now we're in 18W8B. We got some of this stuff in 7B. Oh, it looks like... Oh, those are my torches. That's right. And I think I might have tried the breathing stuff in 7B. So they might have taken it out completely. Although I think my bubbles, yeah, they do come back a little bit. But they come back so slowly that this doesn't work for getting air anymore. You can't... I think they've kind of changed how picking up water with a bucket works. So, although that looks like... That didn't update. There we go. That updated. So it's a lot harder to, or you can't really pick up a bucket of water from where your head is, which is one thing that I used to do. Now it picks up the water bucket from in front of you instead of where your head is. So you're no longer in an air pocket. But again, even if you could pick up water where your head is, you regain your breath slowly. So the only real way to get your breath back is to get into an actual airspace. Now you can use stuff like doors and sugarcane. They still, at least last time I checked in the previous snapshot, they still create an air pocket. So you could use those underwater to create a little air pocket and catch your breath. I'm looking for those fish to see where they went. I would like to catch one of them. We'll just have to keep an eye out. There's lots of things to check out today, and we're going to have to go exploring a little bit, out a little bit to see some of this stuff. You can see some of the stuff right there. We have some new plant life at the bottom of the ocean, not too far from our island. I had to actually go around and delete a bunch of chunks of my world. I very carefully deleted a bunch of region files for my world saves so that this ocean, a lot of this ocean would be regenerated with the new ocean terrain. So we do have an area around our island and stuff that we built around here that is not new generation. So right here you can see it's all plain and boring over here, and then you enter in here and we have kelp and seagrass. Oh, that is so cool. It just adds so much just having that. Oh, and there's some fish, and I need water, or I need air. So here we got, are those salmon? I didn't know that they spawned in the ocean. Let's grab a salmon. Yep, I got a salmon bucket. So we now have these fish swimming around. You have cod swimming in kind of colder waters. And then I guess you have salmon swimming. I'm not sure if this is... No, this is cold ocean. I didn't think the salmon swam. I guess salmon do in real life, don't they? But you can also find salmon in the rivers. Yeah, there's some cod down here. I did grab another bucket. We could go grab some of these guys. Come on. There we go. And up to the surface. A respiration helmet would be fantastic right now, as well as a water breathing potion. Also, let's not lose our boat with Potato. Try and stay close to him. It is a little awkward when you're swimming and you're just constantly on the edge of the water and you keep bouncing up and down. Your view changes dramatically. I believe the vision underwater has changed. The more time you spend underwater, your vision clears up. And I think respiration and water breathing potions no longer have at least as big of an effect on your vision. So you can't just instantly see clearly. It's just you have to be underwater for a while. But now we have a cod bucket. We have a salmon bucket. Let's maybe dive down here and grab some more of this stuff. The seagrass, actually, I don't know if you can pick this up. You probably can, maybe with a shears. We'll have to try that later. But we can pick up the kelp. Although it looks like maybe this part is, it's too deep for the kelp to spawn. Oh, man, I should really go make some water breathing potions. Let's make our way back and get some kelp. Here we go. So here we got some kelp growing underwater. This stuff grows like sugarcane or cactus. So it's not a bad idea to leave the bottom stuff. Although I haven't tested this out, but I'm fairly certain that's how it works. As you can see, items now float in water, which is pretty neat. All this stuff will just slowly get to the surface. So rather than diving down to pick up all your items, everything's gonna just show up here at the top, which is really, really neat. And confirmed, you can grab the seagrass with shears, and you can place it pretty much anywhere underwater as long as there's a block of water above it. So I can't place it here, but I can place it down there. And I can place it on sand, dirt. I can place it on the clay. I can even place it on stone. I tested it over here on stone. I was gonna check, what about wood? You can place it on wood. I have some glass here too. We can try that out. I kind of doubt on glass because it's not a solid block. No, not on glass. All right, good to know. Now that just looks amazing. Being able to plant, use this plant life underwater is gonna add so much life under here, especially being able to add it onto stuff like logs, have some sunken logs underneath the water. That is gonna look so cool. I want to test this out with kelp as well. Yeah, you can plant that on logs. What about stone? You can do stone. Oh, that is great. So I can go around here and plant some of this kelp. It should grow up, and I can spread it a bit around this area, make this place look a little bit better. Now, like I said, I had to delete some region files to get the new terrain close by us. Region files cover a 512 by 512 block area, so I wasn't able to cut out or delete as much area as I would like, because if I deleted too much, it'd get rid of, you know, our island here. So like off that way, I think we have to travel about 500 blocks to get to the new terrain. Off that way, it's pretty close. It worked out that way. Now, MC Edit can't open up this world because they changed save data in 1.13. Once they update MC Edit to the new 1.13 file format, I think I will go in and try and trim a lot more of these chunks so we can get some more of that new terrain closer by and make it look a little bit better rather than having that one big, 500 block line out in the ocean where the new terrain is. And then hopefully we can kind of blend in the new terrain and the old terrain so the whole ocean looks a lot nicer for us. Now with the kelp, you can actually put it in a furnace and make a dried kelp. So we got some of that here, and that is, oh, I just ate, didn't I? That is actually a food. You can eat it. You can also turn it into blocks. Let's grab a crafting table here, and craft it. There we go. So we got these dried kelp blocks, which look pretty neat. They kind of look like stacks of like tied up kelp, basically. That is really cool. That would look really awesome on ports. It also kind of looks like a stack of cash, almost like a bundle of money sitting in a bank vault. Could definitely use that as that, or just some sort of, like, honestly, just an interior wall. That'd be a really cool wallpaper right there, or just an interesting floor. It's got a nice texture that I think you could use in a lot of areas. You can also craft these blocks back into the kelp, which is nice, so you can basically just combine a bunch of that and into smaller stacks. Very cool little trick. And then we got this cod bucket and this salmon bucket, and here you can actually pick up the fish and move them around and make aquariums. So here we can put them down. It puts the water in the ground as well as the fish, so they're swimming around there. That is super awesome. And to pick them up, you just have to right click the fish with a water bucket. Quick, pick him up before he... Oh, I love how he flops around. That's actually really cool. Let's do that. This is kind of cruel, but whatever. Oh, he's swimming and he's flopping around. Get to the ocean. Oh, he's safe. Oh, that is awesome. There is one other fish that you can catch. There's the pufferfish that exists in the, or lives in the warmer oceans. There's different ocean biomes now. Cold. I don't know if there's like a moderate ocean or if it's just regular ocean, and then there's the warmer ocean. Maybe we can go out and try and find some of that. Oh, I think I see what we're looking for. So here we got a little bit, yeah. So here's the chunk border. Oh, it looks like it even cut off an island. I didn't think it would do that. Yeah, we're missing part of an island, but that's all right. Whatever. We got a bit of a chunk border here. We got the, we're in the warmer ocean now. Lukewarm ocean. Okay, so there must be lukewarm and then a warm ocean. And that actually spawns with sand here, which is really cool. I miss the old sand-covered oceans. I'm not a big fan of it all just being gravel. So not only do we have nice plant life, but we also have some nice texture variation in the ocean bottom. Whoops, didn't mean to take a screenshot there. And there is a pufferfish here. Now these guys are pretty interesting. If we get close to them, he should puff up. Oh, maybe he was already puffed up. Okay. And they also give you a bit of a poison effect. Let's grab our breath. Oh, I didn't grab them. I made some water breathing potions and I forgot to grab them. I am a smart man. All right, let's go and grab. Oh, he's so tiny. That's awesome. So they're supposed to puff up when you get near them like this. So he's nice and small and come on. Oh, there he goes, puffed up, and I got the poison effect. Oh, he's getting bigger. That is so cool. Oh, another thing with squids, they now have a little special thing. If we attack him, there we go. He squirts out a little bit of ink at us and swims away. That is a really cool feature. It's really awesome being around the guardian temples and just seeing them squirting out ink everywhere when the guardians attack them and running away. Maybe we'll try and find an actual warm ocean, see if there's one of those nearby. I just saw a bunch of this kelp floating here and was wondering what was going on, and we have ocean caves now, and there's ocean ravines. Oh, that is awesome. You can do some underwater cave diving, some spelunking. That's really neat. I'd love to find a ravine. I believe they actually spawn with like magma blocks at the bottom as well. Well, I found a warm ocean, and I think I saw some very nice ravines below us. I went back and grabbed some potions of water breathing. So we got 8 minutes to explore this thing. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. Let's head down here. Oh, that is such a big ravine. That is so cool. We got some lapis down here. I should actually take that. Although I don't have aqua affinity, so this is going to take forever. Oh, but we got 8 minutes to breathe, so that's fine. And also, there's no mobs down here. We don't have to worry about getting blown up by a creeper. Grab that. That's floating away. Look at this. This is so awesome. You can actually go caving underwater, swimming through the caves. This is... Oh, I cannot believe that they've added this. Like I've been, researching the snapshot and testing it a little bit, making sure that it'll work here in the world. But I did not imagine that this would happen. There was a cave connected to the ravine that generated, I guess, and yeah, we just have an underwater cave, which is, did I just see? No, maybe that was bubbles. I thought I saw a diamond. This is like the greatest Minecraft experience I've ever had. Swimming through a cave, going mining. We got gold everywhere, we got coal, and there's some more lapis over there. This is the only way I want to cave from now on, is underwater. I mean, you need to bring potions, but whatever, that's not a big deal. That is really neat. Hopefully these are not super rare. Like, maybe this was just a very rare chance thing that we found. But here is the warm ocean. Kind of like the lukewarm ocean. Maybe a little bit more plant life. Maybe it's a little bit shallower here. I'm not sure. It doesn't look... There's one. Is that another one over there? We have turtles. I was looking for these. These guys spawn on like warm beaches, so I'm assuming that they spawned over here. At least I think so. Maybe just in warm oceans as well. Look at how majestic he is. Let's get the F3 off of here. So I was hoping to actually wrangle these guys up. I did bring some leads because I'd like to get a couple back to our island and maybe do some breeding. I wonder, what does this island look like? Since this is like our first island that we found turtles at, it'd be kind of cool to make this turtle island. It's kind of small though, a little small to put a village by. But that'd be pretty cool. All right, where'd these turtles go? I don't want to lose them. I don't know if you noticed too, like the whole being able to see underwater. Like when you first get in, it is very dark and very deep blue. But as you sit here, you can see a little bit more off into the distance. So I think these guys, will they run away from you? No, maybe not. Maybe he is, I can't tell. Can we lead him? Oh, we can't. Unless maybe you have to, I think you feed these guys seagrass. But we still can't lead him. Maybe we can if he's not in the water. But you feed them seagrass to breed, and then they'll lay eggs on the beaches. All right, looks like they're coming to the beaches. Maybe we'll go get some more seagrass. I believe too that you can break the seagrass and you'll get seagrass every once in a while, but it's not every time. Yeah, I'm not getting any seagrass here. All right, let's stop wasting all of it and use our shears. Grab all this. That the potion of water breathing is definitely essential now with this update, which I am okay with. Anything that makes potions more useful, it makes you just have to use them more often, have to make them. Like, I hate having things in this game that you don't use, that aren't really important or useful all the time. I like when things work out. All right, so we got a couple of turtles here crawling around, and we got some seagrass for them. Oh, make some eggs. We got some experience. The way that these guys breed is really awesome. Just having the eggs, which, did they not, maybe they'll lay them, maybe one of them is going to lay the egg, or maybe they aren't going to lay the egg. Maybe it's not working. Oh, there's another turtle over there. Come on. Oh, there we go. I'm assuming the digging is good. Laying some eggs in the sand. There we go. Oh, we got some eggs. So these things, I don't know if we can pick them up at all. I believe if you break them, they just break. You have to actually, like, protect these from zombies, and I don't know if skeletons will break them, but I think zombies will outbreak them. So you have to protect them from mobs, and they take a little while to grow up. There's nothing you can do. You just gotta wait. I want to see if you can pick them up. I feel bad. Okay, that just destroyed the egg. I'm so sorry. Please don't look at me like that. And it looks like I can't lead these guys. Is that just a bug in the snapshot? Because I did realize we couldn't lead horses a few episodes back. Is that just a bug in the snapshots that leads don't work anymore? Or what's going on? Because that'd be really nice if I could bring these guys back. But I guess if they just stick around here, that's not so bad either. I wonder if we can... I don't know if we can get them to breed again. I kind of doubt it. Come with me. Oh, they're so slow. So stinking slow. Oh my gosh. We just got some more eggs. Okay, that was really interesting. So these two were actually over here. And I clicked on them a couple of times. They got the hearts like twice. I got a little bit of experience both times. And then that was it. They didn't do anything. But suddenly the one just kind of swam over here and laid their eggs here. So I wonder, like in real life, turtles will go back to the same beach every year to lay their eggs. And I think I remember reading something about how they'll go to like their beach in the notes, in the patch notes. So I wonder if that's what happens, if these guys will only lay their eggs here. If so, that's a really cool mechanic. That's really interesting. So now we have some eggs just waiting to hatch, waiting to grow up. I did some more reading on the wiki, and it turns out that the turtles do, when they spawn in, they set this beach as their home. So they'll always return here, and you can breed them wherever, but they'll always come back here to lay their eggs. They'll find like the nearest sand block and bury their eggs there. Now, on the wiki, it says it should take like 6 minutes for the eggs to hatch. I've been waiting here for over 20 minutes and none of them have hatched. So I don't know what's going on there. But I also found out that you can pick these up with a Silk Touch item. There we go. Yes. So we have a turtle egg. I wonder if I can just pick up these individually. Oh, that just... Okay, yeah, it does. It just breaks one at a time. That's really cool. And then you can bring these eggs wherever you want. I could bring them back to our island, put them in the beach there, and then when the turtles hatch there, they'll set those spots as their home, or that beach as their home, and that's where they'll come back to breed. I'm going to leave that one there. Or, you know what? Let's just pick it up. It's not hatching. I don't know why. Let's pick it up. We got 5 turtle eggs. I'm going to lay one of these eggs here on Stormy Isle, and we'll see if this thing actually hatches. I'm going to save the rest, though, because I do want to find a nice island and make it like Turtle Island, put a village there, and sort of build it around turtles and kind of have the seasonal, you know, return of the turtles be a part of that village and that culture. I think that'd be pretty interesting. Nothing like too big, but I think that would make a pretty fun island. Now, as you've seen already, items will float in water, which is pretty cool. But there's a couple things you can do to make the items float in different ways. So let's just grab a soul sand here. And when we do that, there's bubbles. And if we get in the bubbles, oh, we get shot up high. That is so cool. So it creates this bubble stream. Soul sand will push items up, and it will push mobs up and people. So if we throw some items in there, it'll get pushed up. They're going through a little bit more. Now items obviously already get pushed up, but they'll get pushed up a lot faster. It's hard to tell with this. Maybe if we put some soul sand like right here. Let's grab some air though. Maybe I should take another water breathing potion just so we don't have to worry about that. Water breathing. All right, there we go. So we got some bubbles there. We'll throw an item. Yeah, so it gets brought up. And maybe we'll throw 2 items. We'll throw one there and one there. So you can see That one is up to the surface a lot faster than this one, which is pretty nice. And it has a very big effect on people and mobs, it seems. At least people. I guess I haven't tried it on many mobs. The other block you can manipulate or create these bubble towers with is magma blocks. And magma blocks are the opposite. Here you can see the bubbles are twirling downwards. So if we come up here and get in the bubbles and we start getting pulled downward and then we get hurt, which is pretty interesting. If we throw some items in there, they'll get pulled downward as well. They actually get pulled down. It seems like they get pulled down a lot more than they get pushed up. Which I'm not sure why they would do that, why it wouldn't just be equal. But that's pretty cool. That means you could do some sort of like traps with the magma blocks. Making things get pulled down. Actually, one thing I wanted to check was what they do to boats, because I've heard that they actually sink boats. We're not going to use the one with Potato. We don't want him to get hurt. Alright, one of you needs to get out of here. And let's try just going over these bubble streams with a boat. So, let's see. Looks like this one is the magma block. And if we go over it... Okay, it's not... Oh, there it goes. We're sinking. That is really cool. And now our boat's at the bottom of the ocean. That is awesome. Let's see what happens, if anything happens, if we go over a soul sand bubble stream. If we go on top of this. So we just kind of get rocked around, and that's it. Now what if... I don't know if we can move forward when we're doing this, but what if we do that? Put a soul sand next to a magma block, and we go like into the magma block and then try and get over to the other bubble stream. So we're pulled down, and then yeah, you can go up. Although it doesn't seem to put it all the way up. I think the boat just broke. Oh no, it's there. It is all the way up. It just took a little bit. Okay, so that could be interesting. We might be able to play around with that. Being able to sink boats and then resurrect them in the bubble streams. Maybe you could make a secret entrance, although you get kicked out of it, which is kind of annoying. Oh, and then the boat flies up in the air. That's nice. Yeah, it's just getting tossed up in the air now. That's kind of cool. Definitely something to play around with. Speaking of secret entrances, you can actually enter 1 block tall areas a lot easier now. Used to be able to do it with, or you can still do it with Elytra, but now with the swimming, you can do it a lot easier, although I'm kind of getting pushed out. Let's get a few more blocks broken. Maybe I'll have to go back in, try this again. Ugh. You kind of get pushed out of the area at first. Oh, come on. I know I've done this before and it worked. Let me in there. Let's break out some more blocks. All right, let's see if we can get in there. Come on. Just keep pushing forward. There we go. So now we're in here. We can keep breaking blocks. Eventually we'll be out of the water. Which now it's dark in here now that we're out of the water, which is kind of cool. And then you can make the 1 tall bases, which is pretty interesting. I wish that it looked like you were still crawling around. That'd be really cool. But no, we're legs now. That's all that we are, is legs. That's really awesome though. You can make these cool, either just a 1 block passage or some sort of secret 1 block tall base. Now with the new items floating in water and the bubble streams, you can make really nice item elevators out of this. So let's make a little pillar here. And we'll just do it out of glass so we can see what's going on. Maybe just go up to there. That's good enough. We'll bring this out to here, so that's fine. Bring these back and break this. So what you can do is you can make this pillar with a soul sand at the bottom. We'll put a water source block here, and that will flow downward and to the side there. And now we have bubbles. Now I think in the previous snapshot, you had to have a full block of water next to it. In this one, I don't know if they changed that. The bubbles went away. Sometimes you need to like update this. It's a little weird like that. But if we put the soul sand back, yeah, so it doesn't need a full block now. In the future, you might need a full block of water, but then all you need to do is put some water there. You do need water next to the bubble stream, otherwise it doesn't work. I know that for sure. So if we just put a block there and then again update this, because it's kind of weird. Now the bubbles don't come back. So you need water there. If we just do that, the bubble should pop in, or we have to update it again. There we go. We got bubbles. Fantastic. And then we have a little, oh shoot, it's so dumb. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe let's try sticking a torch there to update it. There we go. A little bit easier. So then we got some ice going here. We got a sign stopping the water. Sign still stop water. All blocks still stop water, which is nice. And then we need a water bucket here. And we can just throw some items in here. They'll get pushed down into the bubble stream. They'll get lifted up pretty quickly. Definitely faster than they would just by floating. And then they'll get carried off to the side, and here they just get shot out into the ocean. So that's a really cool way to just, instead of picking the items up with hoppers or sending them into solid blocks and having them kind of fly every which way. I mean, it's pretty easy to control items floating up through blocks. But still, this is a little bit simpler method and takes up less space. You don't have to worry about items like popping out the sides and going into random locations. This is definitely a nice way to bring items upward now with the new water mechanics. And as I was saying, all blocks still block water. Water can't go through blocks, but if we place down a slab, there's no more air pocket. Same with a stair. Now, I wonder if they've done fences. Nope, fences still have an air pocket around them, which is a little weird. I wish they would fix that. I'm sure they will. I'm not sure why they haven't yet, though. I'm sure it's something they're still playing with. Signs still create an air pocket as well, which is kind of handy if you need an air pocket. But you can now build underwater with the slabs and stairs, and they won't look weird. Fences and signs still need some work. There is a weird thing where if you put them too high up, like if I put a slab right here, it does this where you can kind of see through the water. Also, if you have slabs apparently on top of the water, basically it doesn't render the water barrier between slabs or on the edge of slabs. So if you put slabs near water and they're not completely submerged right now, they do this, which isn't great, but I'm sure it's something that they will figure out. And finally, I'm sure this has been a very long video, but there's so many new things. We got a couple of other new blocks. One of them is stripped logs. If you right click on a log, oh, why does it change orientation? That's kind of weird. But if you right click on a log, it creates a stripped log. So if we, oh, it even works on bark blocks. Huh, interesting. If you right click on there, it takes all the bark off, which is kind of cool. It's a weird looking block to me. It just looks really smudgy, but I mean, I guess it makes sense. And you can orient them, that's good. They're not like the bark blocks that only go one way. So it's nice, more earthy colors, this would definitely look good actually underwater. Do I have any, I do have some seagrass yet. If we just come under here and place some of these, I only grabbed 2 of them? Okay. And then put some grass on that. Oh yeah. That will make some nice underwater features. Where's that other bark block? I feel like we need a third one there. Let's go and add that. Oh, that is just, it's beautiful. I love it. Being able to decorate underwater now. That is going to be so amazing. We also got slabs and stairs for the prismarine blocks, which is really awesome. I'm really happy. I love those blocks so much, and I'm really happy to get some slabs and stairs for those. That's going to make them so much more useful. And I've heard that we're going to be getting more slabs and stairs this update. I believe they've hinted at that, that this is going to be the update that we get slabs and stairs for things. So I'm pretty excited for more of those, more blocks, more variation. And let's get this episode over with today's comment. It says, wickedly good use of trapdoors. It seems so obvious now, but I've not thought to use them as the outside walls of a house before. Sure, as accents, etc. Man, they look great. The village will end up looking gorgeous if your first house is anything to go by. I laughed when I saw you still have your boat pig, and that was from Summer Gaming. Of course I still have Potato. He is our traveling companion. I love bringing him around. It does kind of stink because I can't just like pick up the boat and bring it wherever. I have to make sure I go back to the boat, but it's pretty fun having him around traveling with us. But anyways, yeah, I'm glad I got a couple of comments saying that they loved the trapdoors, that it was really interesting. I'm glad that you liked it. Next episode, we'll return to the village and keep working on it. I've been working on the interior a little bit, and I have some even more fun trapdoor plans. It's going to be trapdoors everywhere in that village. Just trapdoored overload there. We probably won't use them as much in other builds, but I think it's fun to just kind of experiment with what you can do with all the new types now. But anyways, I hope you have enjoyed another episode here on the Colonies. Hope you're excited for the AQUATIC update. Aqueous, I was going to say like aqueous update. The oceanic update. It's a lot of really awesome content that I'm going to have a lot of fun playing around with and figuring out how to use some of this stuff in our world. But we'll see you next time. Goodbye, folks.